Hello everyone, welcome to Chai with Traders. Let Chai and Chart speak. So this is a podcast series where we invite real, genuine traders to share their experience, knowledge and words of wisdom and much more. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hi Didi, welcome to this show.
Yeah.
We are honored to have you as a guest for this podcast series, and thank you for accepting our invite.
Thank you so much. It's really my honor.
All right. So you are an serial entrepreneur who shifted gears into full-time trading, and now you are a Vice President of Quantman. And you are most popularly known for option buying strategies and option buying everything. So before understanding your family background, I wanted to know how an entrepreneur turned into a full-time trader and then into a VP of a Quantman. So let us understand what's behind the screens.
Yeah, actually, it's an accident. Okay, so I'm an accident trader.
Okay.
Okay, so actually I just signed, I was supposed to open a bank account.
Okay.
And the guy who had, the guy who came to get signed on my documents, he has some, every bank members will have their own targets, right?
Yes.
So he also has some target. So he gave me the first paper where I signed everything on all the pages.
All
then
right.
he gave me another booklet. So I was
Okay.
just trying to sign it. During that time I asked, okay, what it is? Then
Okay.
he said that the early sign was a demat account.
Okay.
Now you're getting your bank account. So that is how I got my first demat account, which
Okay.
is totally unknown.
Okay.
And that's where everything started. And
Okay.
once the demat account opened, I just bought a share. I still remember it's a SBI share.
Okay.
So the next day, SBI went more than 1.5% up.
Okay.
And as from the business background, I personally know, right? So 1.5% is something very big for me.
Okay.
And that's how it started. And the next 2 years, I say like market is always a one-way game. There is no way out. And once I started into investing and then later into trading, okay, but one thing like what I personally do is I learned more than 18 hours a day about stock market, because once I entered, everything is stock market from that moment onwards. And it's like love at first sight. That's what exactly happened on my journey. And the transformation from a trader to Vice President of Quantman, that's a very big shift actually. Because as an active YouTuber as well, as an active content creator, I've been uploading lots of videos from 2018 till 20. So during that time, I noticed one thing like very clearly, like I was not able to I can educate, but I can't make people as profitable traders.
Okay.
But from the year 2020, when I got my second love, which is Quantman, during that time, it was something like I was able to make the retail traders as well profitable.
Okay.
Because there is a gap in making the retail traders profitable before 2020 and after 2020. It's all because it's not like pre pandemic or post COVID. Like it's not like that. I call it as like pre-Quantman, post-Quantman.
Oh, great.
So pre-Quantman, like I faced a lot of difficulty because the retail traders, they know the strategy, they do everything better, but the proper execution will not happen. Okay, they because they do have a limited time constraints, like somewhere like they have a tea break in the morning and they have a lunch break and then afternoon tea break. Taking trades during that time is not going to be making them as a profitable trader. And after which means the post Quantman, like what happened, I was seeing a very good shift of retail traders becoming from unsuccessful to successful traders. It's not because of the strategy or it's not because of Quantman they made money. It's all because they were able to take the proper entry and the proper exits. So that is how the shift from an entrepreneur into a trader and trader into Vice President of Quantman. So that's how everything happened.
All right. So you and your family are basically into business.
Yeah.
So first time when you started talking about trading to your family, so how was their reaction?
Okay.
Because your family is into a variety of businesses.
Yeah.
So they might be thinking like, why trading? Why a new business?
That's quite funny actually, because my family do not know I'm trading for almost like 2 years.
Okay.
So one day after, say like more than 2 years later, I just took my P&L,
Okay.
and then I made everyone to sit in my home,
Okay.
and then I showed them
Okay.
this is what I was doing for the past 2 years,
Okay.
and I want to enter into trading rather than taking care of the family business.
Okay.
So that's how that shift happens.
Okay. So we have been knowing each other from 2016-17.
Yeah,
So almost we know each other for 8 years.
exactly.
And initially we met in a option selling workshop
Yeah,
from IT Jagan himself. And you were an option seller at that time. Now you are totally into option buying, and you are sharing your verified P&L right from day one.
yeah.
And you are a successful option buyer.
Exactly.
How does that shift happen from option selling to option buying?
See, option selling was not much working for me, like,
Okay.
personally, because like
Okay.
for most of the people, option selling will be very easy. But for
Okay.
me, it was totally a different story.
Okay.
And option buying is what made me something more special,
Okay.
because I have lots of connect with the retail traders.
Okay.
Most of the retail traders are not more into option selling; they are into option buying only.
True.
People used to say one thing very clearly: option buyers can never make money.
Exactly.
Okay. But one thing like what I have literally proven over here down the years, option buying is more easy than option selling.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's totally my perspective.
Okay.
And it may vary from viewer to viewer. So, and even people ask me question like, okay, how you say you are a profitable trader? Like I used to post my verified P&Ls on my YouTube channel. Every day it's been like more than like 2.5 years or 3 years. I mean, even I'm not sure like how many days I've been posting. But from the day one when we got this verified P&L, from that particular day I'm posting it every day. And in the recent times I was able to make a very good sum of money. But option buying just need rules to make money. That's what I personally experience.
Okay. So you have been a successful option buyer. So what are the strategies you use as an option buyer?
See, like I use like multiple strategies. It's not something like one particular strategy I used to do with. I used to do with like multiple strategies, and the basic indicators I use. I'm
Okay.
not something like I say like only complicated strategies will make money.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Okay.
Even a small super trend strategy will definitely make money. But following that particular strategy is the very important thing, like what we need to understand. It's like retail traders make complicated strategies. They think that, okay, so like we need to create these many indicators. So like even like basic indicator, like I used to have lots of videos in my YouTube channel as well. And I used to have like few indicators like RSI, super trend, Bollinger Band, CPR indicator, not more than that, like more like four indicators or 5 indicator maximum. I use CCA as well. Apart from that, I use Williams R. So it's not something like, it's literally 6 or 7 indicators. Max to max, that's what I use. And with different combinations, I used to, I'll be able to create like my option buying strategy. And these are the indicators what I personally use. I don't say like I'm using like fascinated words or something. Very simple. Keep it very simple. See, you can make money once the system is very simple. That's what I personally believe.
Okay. Currently, what is your trading capital and how much returns you are able to generate month on month?
See, like trading capital, I'm making like, I have like different portfolios.
Okay.
For option buying, to be honest, I started that particular portfolio for making people to understand that option buyers can make money. So that's a 10 lakh portfolio I'm doing with option buying. Last one financial year, last year, I was able to make near to 15 lakhs of profit. So the entire verified P&L is there in my YouTube.
Almost 150% return.
It's literally 150%
great.
on option buying. And when it comes to option selling, I have near to 30 lakhs of portfolio, but I not made anything big over there. So it's literally not something like not work for me. Maybe in the year starting, I have lost a lot of things because of the spikes, what happened in the market. So Nifty literally screwed me, mid cap literally screwed me. So then I shifted my strategies and I reduced my portfolio size. But still, I was not something very big on option selling. It does not mean that it does not works. For me, to my nature, I don't think so. Like option selling is not my plate of meal.
So you are doing option buying. Is it purely intraday trades or overnight position like swing trading, or what kind of?
Whenever it comes to option buying, like what are the system I personally built, it is only for intraday. So I don't have any sort of positional ideas as of now.
Okay. So you are the VP of Quantman. So I wanted to ask one question. Like when we are backtesting one particular strategy, it will be profitable. But when we deploy it in live market, it is showing us losses. How is it possible?
See, whenever it comes to backtesting, it's like people used to backtest it in various platforms. Okay. One thing like what people will never use is the slippage.
Okay.
But slippage is what exactly the kingmaker.
Okay.
And that too in terms of option buying or option selling irrespective. People should put the actual slippage value, which is like sometimes for option buying, I personally use 1.5% of slippage. And few on option selling, like I personally go with 0.5% of slippage. This is what I personally do. And these values are basically from the last 3 years of data, whatever the trade got executed in my broker terminal and which has been pushed by Quantman. I have the entire data. So on the entire data, what I personally understood is 0.75 is the actual. Because like in future we can't guarantee it, right?
True.
So on that concern, like we have it as into 2 times, which is 1.5%.
Okay. So while we are backtesting, what are the key parameters one should take into consideration?
Why we are backtesting? It's that this particular question has a very big answer, but let me just put it on simple terms. See, if you need to follow something over a period of time, you need to understand what's the risk involved on that particular scenario. See, it's not about the working, because like strategies showing profit does not means that it is going to be a very good system, because it should be able to come under your risk appetite as well. If it is not coming under your risk appetite, then it is going to be like very, very, very difficult. Okay, a strategy which can give 100% also, but you have similarly like 80% of drawdown, obviously you will not follow the system. So the backtesting, the very important picture is whether this will be suitable for you or not. Because like I personally take say like two idlis in the morning. Okay, I'm comfortable with it. For few people, it will be like 5 idli. So each and everyone will have their own risk appetite. So on that aspect, like you should backtest and understood, okay, whether this particular portion of risk, whether it is suitable for you or not. So that's a primary thing, like what I personally feel that people need to look into the backtesting results.
Okay.
Because profitability is always a byproduct. First, the risk appetite. Because as an option buyer, I give 90% to my psychology and money management. The remaining 10% I concentrate on strategy. But this will be totally vice versa. Whenever we see people will go behind 90% of the time strategy.
Yes.
But that's not exactly the truth. 90% is your psychology and money management. Okay, it will be quite hard to accept it, but that's a little truth.
Okay, so I'm new to Quantman actually. So if I'm backtesting any particular strategy, what should be the ideal winning percentage and what should be the ideal risk per trade?
See, like if you're very new to Quantman and you're backtesting a strategy, let me just keep the perspective on option buying itself.
Okay.
So whenever it comes to option buying, like I personally have, like my own portfolio will have 50% or 45% of winning ratio.
Okay.
And people say like, okay, it's 50%, 40%, like what you're going to make over there? See, like
Yes.
It's not like that actually. 50% and 40 of even more than 40%, anything is very good for option buying.
Okay.
After you put the value of 1.5 of slippage.
Okay.
Because people what to do, they used to see the backtesting and it shows like Paka result is 60%. But what happens now, if you put slippage of 1.5%, it will go under the water to 0.
Okay.
Okay, during that time, like we should not take those things into consideration. First, we need to put the slippage. After slippage, you can see something like more than 45%. Obviously, it's a very good result. And ensure that average profit and average loss should be at least 1:3, which means that you are risking 1 rupee and you're getting near to 3 rupees or 2.5 rupees. That is well and good. And whenever it comes to RPT, an option buying, like I personally say, like if above 1.5 slippage, if you are getting more than 1 RPT, then obviously that is something very good, which means risk per trade.
So nowadays, people are very much scared about option buying because, as SEBI report says, 9 out of 10 retail traders are losing money. So people are scared of option buying. But you are a successful option buyer. So if a beginner wants to start option buying, what he should follow to be successful like you?
Option buying is not actually difficult if they follow 3 important principles.
Okay.
So that's what I call it as key points. If you want to start option buying, first you need to ask question whether it is suitable for you or not.
Okay.
Let me just ask it in a simple way. I'm going to take a trade. Whenever the current candle closes above the super trend, I'm going to take a trade.
Okay.
And I'm going to exit my trade whenever the current candle closes below the super trend.
Okay.
Simple condition. Whether you'll be able to take this particular trade for the next 1 month, every 3 minutes you look into the trade setup and you need to execute it. If you are capable of executing this particular trade manually, then definitely you can go ahead and become an option buyer.
Great.
If the answer is no, then you need to consider it whether it is possible to automate it or not. If your answer is you can able to automate it, then there are platforms to automate these simple conditions. Okay. Now you have automated the condition. Okay, so you take the proper entry and proper exits. Now the entry exits has become very easy. The next important point is going to be whether you will hold the positions from, say like you take an entry at 300, and will your mind will allow you to hold the position till it moves from 350 to 1000.
Definitely not.
So definitely not. So
Yes.
that's where the second thing comes into the picture.
Oh,
And option buying will have, say like 40% of winning probability.
okay.
If the winning probability is just going to be 40%, obviously your risk reward cannot be 1:1.
True.
So you should get at least 1:5 or 1:6. And that is what I personally have.
Okay.
So all my winning ratio will be like bare minimum of 1:3 and maximum it goes to like 1:5 or 1:6.
Okay.
And there are times like where I make like 1:15 or 1:16 or 1:20 even.
Exactly.
So even those things has happened in the past. And most of my like strategies, most of the profits, say like I use one of the common strategy called as BB2. That's my favorite one. In the last 2 years, that particular strategy was able to give somewhere like 1,20,000 rupees of profit for 150 transactions. You know, like 8 trades contributed to 1,20,000 rupees of profit. If it is going to be 8 trades contributing to 1,20,000 rupees of profit, then obviously it's going to be like 4 to 5% of the actual trade.
Okay, so the total number of trades is 115.
150, 150.
150. Okay.
Yeah. So out of 150 trades, only 8 trades contributed to 1,20,000 rupees of profit.
Okay.
Now, if I missed out those 8 trades, just imagine what could happen. And that's why I say, like, if you are capable of placing the orders, the entry and exits properly, you can definitely make money in market. And that too, you need to wait from 350 to 1000, 350 to 1200, or 400 to 1200. That's what actually be a very important point. Because like say, like I just take a trade at 350, my stop loss will be somewhere like 300. But there are days where I booked 1200 or even premium. So it's been like more than 600 premiums I'm going to collect over there. So those things like we need to understand. So this is the second point, whether you will be holding it from 350 to 1000.
Okay.
The third important point, I used to say it quite different. This is a very important point. What's going to be a loss? Okay, people always ask, okay, Didi, how you keep your stop loss, and how you look very cool even if you're even if you're on loss. See, I'll be I'll be in loss for 8 months. That's how the option buying works. But it takes only one particular trade or one day to recover the entire loss of 8 months.
Okay.
But holding for 8 months is something very difficult, right? So during that time, like what we can do? That's what I personally take it from my grandfather. My grandfather used to say, if you're doing something wrong, you'll be not able to sleep in the night.
True.
Okay. So I personally take that one particular word. And for me, if I lose a lakh rupee also, like I'm more comfortable with that. And I'll be able to have a good sleep. For few people, it'll be like thousands or 10,000. So it varies from people to people.
Exactly.
If you are okay with that particular loss, say like 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, lose or create a system which can lose only 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees as per your acceptable loss, then you will have a very good sleep. And what's that proportion of sleep, and why you bring sleep into this picture? See, I've been in loss for 8 months. Okay, I never change my system. And you can see retail traders will change the system. Today, if they lose money, right, they go and search for best option buying strategy. The next day, if they lose, right, they go and search for best option buying strategy in 2024, 2025, they'll put. And then if they lose for next 1 week also, they will go and search for 100% winning option buying strategy. Okay, they used to change everything. Every now and then they used to change it. But the strategy does not work like that. The two mainly option buying will never work like that. It will be a loss for 6 months, a loss for 3 months. It takes only one trade to make the entire profit. Okay, so that's what like people need to understand. And these are 3 key points. Whether you are okay with the proper entry and exits, and next, how long you're going to run the strategy, whether you'll not cut the trade after seeing 1,000 rupees of profit or 2,000 rupees of profit. And the next point is going to be whether you will be following the system properly for a very long run. That will happen only if you maintain a proper risk appetite.
Okay, so you said you were in a drawdown for 8 months.
Yeah.
So how was your mentality? Definitely you would have got a lot of mood swings. You might have thought whether my strategy stopped working, or you might have thought of tweaking your strategy. So what was your mindset when you were in a drawdown for 8 months?
Yeah. See, like I will put it in quite different way. I said like 8 months of loss. It's because like from July 17, I still remember the dates. So July 17, I was with a cumulative profit of 55,000 rupees for just 2 lots. Just 2 lots.
Okay.
And from there, it went back to the level of 39,000. And from 39,000 during the month of December. And in a 1 week of time, it went from 39,000 to 64,000. So once again, the equity curve has hit the high. And once again, it went down the line to 45,000, 46,000. Like then during the month of March, it came to the level of somewhere like 64,000 once again. So now the gap between July to March, there was nothing.
Yes.
And even from March till the last July, once again it came to 55,000. And from July, now it is sitting somewhere like 1,13,000. Maybe like people can view the P&L in my YouTube channel itself. This particular period, from July till date, it has made another 55,000. So right now it's near to 1,10,000. See, no one knows when the profit comes, but being in the system is the most important thing. That will happen only if you believe the system. And when you will have the belief, when you created the system, you will have the belief. When someone created the system and told you to use the strategy, you will never ever follow it.
True.
You need to create. See, irrespective of anything, if you are creating something, definitely you will be able to make money. Because then only you will be able to follow it. If someone created right, definitely you will not be able to follow it.
So you are a successful option buyer. I wanted to understand, is one particular strategy is enough to be a full-time trader or to be a profitable trader, or we need a basket of strategies? I have seen a lot of people trading with 10, 20 strategies, and even I have seen people who are trading with only 1 or 2 strategies. So what is your take on that?
It comes to option buying, like we can survey with one strategy.
Okay.
But the 8 months or 1 year of drawdowns, like I will, my put option strategy is in drawdown for more than a year.
Okay.
Okay, but one day it came out of all the drawdowns. Okay. For 1 year, if you are able to hold the position, then obviously that's totally possible. But most of the people will not able to handle it for even 1 year. See, even I will not hold it for 1 year because I have other strategies which was giving profit in the other months. I was able to withstand the market. So it is totally the risk appetite like what you personally have. So I personally suggest like to have a bare minimum of 7 to 8 strategies in a basket, so that if one is in loss, the other one will be in profit. So it will be not very hard. See, option buying is difficult on the perspective of the drawdowns because we will see like 50%, 70% drawdowns as well. during that time. During that time, it will be very hard if the other strategies are not working good. See, one strategy will be in 70% bottom, but other strategy will be in 70% profit. So obviously they will nullify each other. During the tenure of 1 year, say like we have like 200 trading days, out of which we may get trades near to 100 days, we may get trade setups, and that's too high number. What I'm saying, if it is going to be 100 days, out of 100 days, my profits comes out of only 5 to 8 trades, not more than that. That's the maximum number what I say. The remaining 92 to 95 trades will be profitable and it will make loss. It will literally cancel each other. But the actual profit comes only from the less number of trades. So if you're using multiple strategies, right, no one knows like when that particular strategy will be profitable, that give you that maximum profit. So it's better like we can have a combination of 8 strategies, a minimum of 8 strategy.
Okay. So you said you are trading with a capital of 10 lakhs in option buying. So why don't we trade with a huge capital when you are having a solid back-tested system? Because you have been posting your verified P&L for past 2-3 years, and you know that your strategy is working good. Why don't we scale up? Why don't we trade with a huge capital, let's say 1 CR or 2 CR? Why still we should stick on to this 10 lakh capital?
We started with a 10 lakh rupees of capital for option buying, and that particular account is to showcase the retail traders it is possible to make money through option buying. And I personally do with a crore capital, so on option buying. So over there also, like I face lots of difficulties with respect to slippage, and that will be like one big factor like which actually governs it.
Okay.
And apart from that, like once we are going for bigger capital, right? So we can't go on a single strike.
Okay.
So we need to have different strikes. So I personally do with premium based trade setups. And fortunately, like we used like 400 premium on one strike on Banknifty. On another one, we will be using 350, 300. And even like there are strikes where we select 200 as well. Okay, so like that's only for getting entries on different strikes where my slippages has significantly gone down.
I have been using CPR Indicator for more than 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And even we have discussed about CPR Indicator a lot.
Definitely.
And you have backtested this CPR Indicator. So what is the accuracy? Even me as well as the viewers are eager to know the efficiency and accuracy of CPR Indicator. Is CPR Indicator really working or not?
See, whenever it comes to CPR, all my option buying strategy, maybe like this is the first time I'm saying this in the public, all my option buying strategy will have one indicator which is not a CPR.
Okay.
And why I personally use CPR, I will explain it in Nifty. I will take my trades long call only on narrow CPR days.
Okay.
And that's where the market works.
Okay.
That's where the Nifty long call works for me.
Okay.
Okay, so it does not mean that on another day it will not work. So the most profitable trades come from the narrow CPR days whenever it comes to Nifty.
Okay.
And in the case of Bank Nifty, I will not take long call trades whenever the CPR is wide.
Okay.
And if I just remove that particular part, right, my strategy RPT will go higher.
Okay.
So that's what like I personally use CPR for, and literally CPR does it works. Okay, so it works in a very proper note. And added to this particular thing, like you used to say more about this R1 breakout.
Yes.
Okay, and this is also something like what I want to say in this particular meeting. All my long call will be only above the level of R1.
Okay.
And actually the long call works only above the level of R1.
Okay.
Below the level of R1, the success rate is very low and the false breakouts are very high.
Okay.
So anything above the level of R1 is literally very good.
So if somebody is going for option buying, then they should consider taking call option only above R1.
Yeah.
Okay, so below R1, you say that the accuracy is very less.
Yeah, the accuracy is very less. The false signals are more.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
Okay, got it. So let's say I'm a beginner. I'm new to trading. I don't know anything about strategies and all. How Quantman will help me to become a trader, to develop my own strategy? How Quantman is helping a beginner?
It's like whenever a new trader onboarded into Quantman, like we used to give lots of training to them. That's the one thing like what I personally believe that we can make them as a user of Quantman. See, without knowing what it's going to help you, definitely you will not use it. And that's what exactly I earlier said. If you don't create your own strategy, you will not follow that. So what I personally need to do, my duty over there is to educate the trader that what they need to do, in what way Quantman is going to help them.
Okay.
And this is what first we need to provide them. And what I personally felt with lots of retail traders I've been with, because it's more than 1 lakh users I've been trained, and everyone over there used to say only one word: if you're not taught us the basics, we would have not been able to follow it. If you would have given the strategy directly, we would have never deployed. You taught us how to create it, and we have built it, we are following it. And literally something like what makes me feel better. And that's what actually my success is all about. See, as an option buyer, making traders profitable is something very, very hard. And you can see my Telegram community, over 7,000 plus people are there. Okay, it's an open community, anyone can join over there. And most of them are option buyers. And people there is a last week, we got one circular from SEBI that not people make more than 1 lakh rupee. And just join the group and then see, people say very clearly, they make more than 1 lakh rupee in option buying, and they are successful. Not 1 year, not 2 years. For more than 3 years, there are option buyers who make consistent profits. And I personally feel that that's my success. It's not anything more than that. Yes, I'm able to make the retail traders profitable. It's not because of the trainings what we provided. It's all about their understanding about stock market or understanding about option buying nature. That's what.
Okay. So let's say I'm a manual trader and I'm having a particular strategy.
Mm-mm.
And if I want to automate that particular strategy, how Quantman is helping me? Let's say I'm having a strategy, I wanted to automate it. How Quantman help me to automate my manual trading strategy?
It's whenever it comes to Quantman, it's not something you can do only timing based short saddles or strangles like that. So in using Quantman, you can do lots and lots of things. There are 80 plus indicators over there. So you can create option buying strategies, or even you can create directional option selling strategies as well whenever it comes to Quantman. And more likely, you can get TradingView webhook as well. You can just get a signal from TradingView or Charting, even that is possible through Quantman. So whatever you want, right? So you want to automate it, definitely that's totally possible through Quantman.
I will ask you a very important question. Share me one memorable trade, whether it is a profit or loss. One memorable trade which you will not forget.
Yeah, it's April 29, where the trade taken somewhere 364 or 365. It got exited at 1000 exactly, 1000.7. I still remember that numbers.
Okay.
That is one of the very special trade for me, because closing in 4 digits is something what I personally believe that something very big. That's my special one.
Okay. And with respect to losses, any special trade?
Losses, that too in the recent times.
Okay.
In the 3 minutes candle, I see 918 the trade taken, 921 it went to 2 lakh rupees of profit, and 924 it came to 50,000 of loss. So
Okay.
2.5 lakhs loss in just one candle. So that's what it's obviously something very funny, because I was having 3 minutes 2 lakh rupees. And see, market is always ultimate. It gives you lots and lots of memories.
True. So you are a successful option buyer. You trade only in indices, or you trade in stock options as well?
I trade only Banknifty and Nifty as of now, and recently I started with Sensex also. But nothing on stock options. Till date, I never tried using stock
Any
options.
specific reason why you are avoiding stock options?
The liquidity is a very important point, because the slippage may screw me at any point of time. So because most of the time I used to have my selection of strike price based upon the underlying. So I used to have 1% of premium of the underlying. say like for Banknifty, I will keep it like somewhere near to 500, and for Nifty I keep it somewhere like 250. So keeping something premium based on stocks, it may screw me at any point of time. So I never done that.
Okay. So becoming a full-time trader is a dream for many people. So many people are interested in quitting their job to take full-time trading as their career. So what will be your advice for someone who want to become a full-time trader?
What my personal concern is, like they need to, once they step in, right, it's done. So it's not something like if I fail here, I will go back to work. That's not going to be like that. It's going to be
Okay.
very simple. If you enter into trading, done.
Once a trader, always a
Once
trader.
a trader, always a trader. There is no other doubt.
Okay.
It's like shifting from trading to once again back to work, right? I don't think so that is practically possible, because this is a one-way game.
Okay.
There is no way out.
Okay.
You can, if you become a trader, then no other go. You need to become a trader, because like I seen like many retail traders, they come they just start trading, and they become a full-time trader, and after sometimes they lose confidence, and then they go back to work.
Okay.
You know, like after a year, they once again come back to trading. It's a one-way game. There is no way out. Once you are in, it's in. It's locked. That's it.
Okay.
So plan accordingly. Once you are entering, right, you'll be very clear. This is my career. Nothing more than this. Done. You enter.
So let's talk about your daily routine. So you are into family business, and you are into full-time trading, and you are a Vice President of Quantman. So how you are managing your time? So let me walk through your daily routine. Please share with us.
See, like I'm a very early bird. So
Okay.
I used to wake up somewhere like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I step in office by 5:05. So my office is not something like far away. So I have my home. Home is in the first floor, and I have my office in the ground floor.
Okay.
So I used to come in 5 minutes, and I used to do like there will be a lot of checks, or sometimes I used to do my back testing, because that's the period where I will not get even a single call. From
Okay.
4 a.m. to 9 a.m. that is my working period.
Okay.
I will complete all my business works, everything before 9 o'clock.
Great.
Because from the 9 o'clock the bell starts ringing. So we
Okay.
used to get calls from different people because I do like multiple businesses. So like I used to get lots of calls from 9 till the evening. So that is literally where I used to not think much about the progress. That's where all the execution happens. And once again, after 6 or 7 o'clock, everyone will leave office. So that's where once again I start my daily routines of, like, I used to do my research on trading. From say like 7 o'clock till night 11 o'clock I'll be there. And then I go to home. This is what happens. And being an entrepreneur, being a trader is not something very easy. Actually, people used to say that in algo trading you have lots and lots of time.
Yes.
But actually that is false. While I was doing manual trading, I was more free and freedom. And after I enter into algo trading, I become like more tight, because lots of backtesting will be happening. And see, like this particular world of algorithmic trading, it's evolving every now and then. So we need to look into lots and lots of things. Okay, so what can be added in the future, and what are the other parameters we can look into. Every day will be an upgrade. So like every day is a learning process, and we don't have any time. The family time is literally very hard.
Okay. So in last episode, I asked a question to Kirbagaran. So I wanted to ask the same question to you. So people think in algo trading, we switch on the algo and then we can walk away, and then we can come back at 3:30 and then we can check our PNL. So that's all about algo trading. So people are having a thought like that. So what is your opinion? Is it like that, or you have to sit in the screen from morning 9 to 3:30 p.m.?
No, it's not exactly like that. So like most of the time, I never sit before the system. Okay, so I never look into my trades. Even there is a huge quantity which is running in my portfolio also. I will never look into my trade setups. I just know it got entry. Because Like every time I get notified. So I know, okay, this particular trade has been happening. So that's it. Because based upon the lot size which has been triggered itself, I'll tell, okay, which strategy it took. So what could be the market momentum right now? And apart from that, like I never look into the screen at any point of time.
So you said you will be backtesting strategies from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Tell us one indicator which is very, very powerful in terms of backtesting, which is working well in market.
So like I personally go ahead with my favorite, and based upon the 10,000 plus backtests what I've done in my past, RSI is one of the superb indicator in terms of finding the momentum based strategies.
Okay.
And whenever it comes to stop loss, all my option buying strategy has only one stop loss.
Okay.
Which is trend come out to super trend.
Okay.
As the name suggests, super trend, that's a superb indication for your stop loss. That used to trial your stop loss awesome. So these are the two my personal favorite. RSI for the momentum and super trend come out to super trend for trialing the stop loss.
Can you share the settings for RSI and which time frame do you
It's like
use?
everything is a default settings. I don't customize or make changes on it most of the time. 3 minutes is what I personally prefer. I personally prefer 3 minutes.
Okay.
Apart from that, I don't prefer anything on intraday basis.
Okay.
Because all my trade setups are based on intraday.
So we both have met in a few workshops long back. And right now, there are a lot of learning resources available. So do you think attending conferences, workshops is really necessary for beginners right now? How important is attending workshops important for a beginner right now?
Attending training is something very important. Why? Because the learning curve will become quite fast. This is the first important thing.
Okay.
The next important thing, if that particular person is going for that training only to learn the strategy, that will not work out.
Okay.
Because they don't have time to execute the orders properly.
Okay.
If they don't have the time to execute it properly, what's the purpose of getting a superb duper strategy? It's totally waste, right?
True.
So going to training is something like what I personally suggest, and that's what like I personally do for all the traders out there. So that's my personal opinion. Like it's mandate to attend trainings.
Okay, so after COVID pandemic, we can see a lot of backtesting platforms. We can see a lot of algo trading platforms. So do you think discretionary trading or manual trading will survive in coming years, or only algo trading will be dominating the Indian markets? What is your thought about it?
See, it's not about discretely versus algo trading.
Okay.
Actually, like it's like Vijay versus Ajit. Like there are this used to be every time, right? So
Yes.
Algo trading versus discretion, both has its own plus and minus. And for a retail trader who are doing manual trading, they need to sit before the system. And for retail trader, 95% plus people, they are working professionals.
Correct.
As a working professional, they will not have time. And that's a bigger problem. As I said earlier, the three principles for option buying, the first thing is the entry and the exit. They have a small gap, tea break in the morning, 15 minutes, lunch break in the afternoon, 1 hour, then 15 minutes break in the evening, tea break. With this, if they need to make money, right, literally it's not possible. So if you're a full-time trader, then you can obviously go for manual trading. There is nothing wrong in it. See, manual trading is not something wrong. And it is, it has like more emotional control. And people, you know, like what happens, like whenever people are doing manual trading, they used to cut the trades very early. But if they are doing algorithmic trading, right, there is no other go. System will take care of everything. The system will close the trades whenever the exit condition meets. But if you're doing manual, right, obviously taking a trade from 350 and exiting at 1000 is very difficult.
True.
Okay, you need to be saint to wait until that 1,000 rupees of profit.
Okay.
So it's not something like which works good, like whether manual or algo trading. It depends upon the user perspective, whether he has time or not. That's what the exact answer is.
So we are towards the end of the session. So we are having few rapid fire questions. You have to answer it spontaneously without thinking. Okay. So the first question is, if you want to have a lunch with any famous trader, who is it?
PR Sundar.
If you are not into trading, which profession you would have pursued?
I would have taken care of my family business.
Okay. So which is your favorite destination for trading? Any dream destination you have for trading?
In my own farmhouse, I never been traded over there. Like I never traded over there.
Okay. So best trading book you have ever read?
No, actually, I don't have the habit of reading books.
Okay. So which is your favorite technical indicator?
RSI.
One word to describe your trading style in terms of a cricketer.
Rahul Dravid.
Why?
See, like Rahul Dravid has accomplished. He is an option buyer actually.
Oh.
You know why? Because actually, he is not option buyer. His nature is like option buyer.
Okay.
Because most of his runs came out of less than 5% of its batting
Innings. Okay.
So he's like an option buyer only. So
Okay. So which trading app or tool you use most?
Quantman.
Apart from Quantman? Because you are a VP of Quantman. So apart
trading
from
you,
Quantman.
trading you.
All right. So while trading, which drink you prefer? Coffee, tea, or beer?
I go ahead with coffee.
Okay. So mobile or laptop or desktop for trading?
Desktop. No other go.
So stop loss or no stop loss?
Paka stop loss.
Okay. So manual trading or automated trading?
Automated.
All right.
This
So
is going to be something. There's no other go. Automated.
all right. So thank you so much for joining in today's show.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. I hope you all enjoyed this show. If you have any queries, please post it in the comment section. So see you all in next episode with another good speaker. Until then, bye.